right, Heather, how about this for a story? The ex-girlfriend of a hot basketball star turns up dead in a hotel room. Now the detective is working against the clock to uncover the truth behind this scandal that has rocked the sports world.
Well, it actually sounds like it could be the latest headline, but it's actually the story in local author Billy Turner's first mystery novel. It's called Personal Foul. Billy joins us now. Now, Billy, you have a really interesting background. Let's talk about that.
I'm originally from Riviera Beach, Florida, and I'm a graduate of Suncoast High School. I had been lucky enough to work in professional sports for the Florida Beach Dogs of the CBA. I'd spent 5 seasons with the Miami Heat, a season with the WNBA Miami Soul at the time, and I also managed to spend a summer with the Miami Dolphins as well. I've also coached basketball here in Tucson for the Catalina Girls High School basketball team as well, and I'm currently a math teacher at Tulsa Cali High School. Go Toltecs!
You know they're watching and they're like, yes, coach.
Yeah.
Right? They should be doing their math right now.
Exactly. They're like, wait, homework is due. Now, did all of that background kind of help in making, because I said it involves a basketball star, did that help a little or not help?
It did. It helped to a particular point because it kind of got me into the idea of thinking about what some of the athletes went through, not only off the court, but some things on the court. And then when I wrote the book, I wrote some things thinking about their mindset, about what they go through with media, pressures that they have on themselves, as well as what other people perceive in them. So some of those experiences did help me from the perspective of my main character in writing him to give him a convincing character.
Yeah, but do you think you need to be a sports fan to read this book?
Not at all, not at all. I've got people reading it right now that know nothing about basketball that really have been enjoying the book. Basketball is a good backdrop for the story, but if you're a classic mystery reader, you'll love it. Even if you like a little bit of reality TV, there's a little bit of that element in it, and it's a great drama as well as being a great mystery story.
All right, I'm going to tell the viewers the honest truth. Coming into this, I was like, come on, Billy, just tell me the truth. Who did it? Who killed her? And I was like, oh, just reading, like, you know, just the synopsis of it, you want to dive into it and find out. So what is it that you hope people take away from the book at the end when they're all done, they've read it cover to cover?
I want to be totally entertained by the book. And I've gotten great responses from people that's read it that really got engrossed in the story and found it hard to put down. So I really want my readers to really be interested in the story, be totally engrossed in the story, and be totally entertained in the story. This is what I'm hoping for.
Billy, I'm going to admit something to you right now. You're completely inspiring because I have thought about writing a book. I bet a lot of our viewers have thought about writing a book one day, but it seems like an overwhelming thing. But here you are, a math teacher, you know, with a pretty impressive background, but you know, this is your first book. Do you have any advice for anybody watching who maybe has that same interest in writing a book?
Well, the first thing I would say is write something that you're familiar with, write something that you know, and don't necessarily write for trends. I mean, trends come and go, so by the time sometimes you get your book into the stores, that trend may have already passed. It's taken me 5 years to write this book, so I would recommend, first of all, write something that you know and something that you're familiar with. Also, make sure you save your money because it can be an expensive process. And you know, with putting the book together, getting great editors. I've been fortunate enough to have a terrific editor in Ross Brown, and the people at the editorial department have given me great support and help in writing the book. And just have a good time with it. Enjoy the process, enjoy the procedure, and really just enjoy what you're doing.
Well, were you a lover of kind of mystery novels before you got into this?
You know, I like mystery movies. I like mystery movies. I like action movies. And to be honest with you, I'm a total comic book nerd. So I've read a lot of detective comics, and I'm a huge Law and Order fan. And some of those things that I'm into that I really like, I put it into my book. So it was a little bit of a joy to even write it because I'm such a fan of those types of stories, whether it's in the movies, comic book, or what have you. I'm into that. I love those types of stories. So it became a really joy to actually sit down and read.
I love that because I think a good author really does have to have this kind of passion that you're showing us here right now. Now, when does the book release? Where can we find it? Tell us everything.
The book's out right now, actually. It came out end of February. It's released, like I said, it's released right now. You can get the book on Amazon.com. You can get it both in hardback and you can get it also in ebook. If you're in Tucson, you can also get the book at 3 stores in the Tucson area. It's available at Mostly Books. It's available at Antigone Bookstore. It's also available at Clues Unlimited. So you've got quite a few avenues to get it if you're in town or even if you're out of town. There are a lot of different ways you can access the book.
Well, I love to hear that you've taken all of your life paths and your memories and everything and put it all together in your love and your passion and made it into this book. And we love to hear that you're local and you're doing such a great job with this. So thank you so much. During the commercial, you're going to tell me who does it. Now, to get a copy of Billy's book, like he said, you can go to any of those locations or go to Amazon.com and search for Personal Foul.